guys, welcome back to God's Daughter 2, and come with me to do my skincare.
Become the effort and discipline it takes to achieve the success that you have, however you define it, with money, grades, looks, fame, beauty, intelligence, or whatever it may be. It requires effort, and the more consistent you show up for yourself to put in those efforts, the more progress you will see yourself making, and the more confident you will become in yourself, because you see yourself committing to the promises that you make to yourself. And this confidence speaks levels because it comes from within, and this confidence is so magnetic and, in my opinion, so classy. And Wu Yang is disciplined in that regard, and I think that is what contributes to her confidence, which comes off so gracefully. There are so many people who say that they are going to eat healthier and then order junk food the exact same night. They say that this is their year and that they're going to be rich and successful and have all this money, but then they push off looking for that career that aligns with that, or put off their business or side hustle that is going to bring in that extra income, or taking the classes that is needed to level up their career, and then binge watch Netflix instead. You'll say, oh, I'll just start next Monday, and then Monday comes around and then the same thing happens, and you'll say, I'll just start till next Monday, I'll just wait till next Monday, and before you know it, 14 Mondays have passed. You're still stuck in the same place in that same cycle. How do you expect to trust yourself when you can't even follow through on your own promises? Imagine the level of trust that you have in yourself when you say that you're going to do something and you do it. Wu Yang's beauty, her talent, and her accomplishments are all evidence of the work that she has put into. Something that I kind of want to touch on as well. If someone is hurting you, calling you names, or literally making you feel unsafe or so controlled to the point that you feel like you cannot breathe in the name of love, they don't love you. They love that they have the power over you and that they can control you. Don't ever mistake that. If someone else does not love you, then you need to love yourself enough to remove yourself from the situation, or else there is a chance that there will be no you anymore. This is something that I personally really admire about Wu Yang as well. She takes the action necessary to make sure that she can focus on winning, to live the life that she knows she deserves and that she is proud of. She's not going to let anyone compromise that. She knows that winning is hard, but for her, failing is even harder. And I think that is a mindset that I personally am going to start implementing as well, because that is so admirable. True love, and especially when it comes to self-love, I feel like is wanting the best for yourself and then taking it a step further and putting in the effort needed to become that highest version of yourself. I hope today's lesson inspires you to start taking action on the goals that you set for yourself, because you can never win if you never start, right? Lori Harvey said that the best advice that she has ever gotten was from her dad, who said, remember that you are always the prize.
Well, I try to constantly remind her that she's the prize. No guy is the prize. It's a million of them. It's one of you. Don't ever think that the guy is the prize, because he ain't. Because you're a woman, and you could do something that none of them can do.
Many women forget that just by being a woman, you are the prize. Historically and evolutionarily, men have always been the hunters and women have always been the prize. Even in the animal kingdom, you see this biology of male animals being the hunters and presenting themselves and his resources to the females to prove to her that he can be a suitable mate that can protect and provide. And so if even animals know this, baby girl, what is your excuse? If you forget that you are the prize, then start realizing your worth now. Allow yourself to be chased and allow yourself to receive nice things, thoughtful gestures, and romantic, chivalrous acts of kindness, okay? Never put yourself in a situation where you feel like you need to prove yourself and your worth to a guy. Because what do you mean, what do you have to offer? What do you bring to the table? Yes, there are a lot of boys out there nowadays who think this way, and they cannot be in their masculine, and therefore they are in their survival mode. But you also have responsibility in this if you continue to entertain this nonsense, okay? This isn't about equality, and it isn't about you as a woman feeling entitled. Men and women inherently are different. The values and qualities in which they bring into a relationship, into a partnership, is different. The value is equal, but the value itself is different, and different is not bad. Let's take this podcast for an example, right? If I know I'm good at writing and producing content and I am looking for a business partner, I will not look for someone with the same set of skills as me. will probably look for someone with skills that are complementary to mine. And therefore, when we have this partnership and together we can run this podcast more successfully, the value that we bring to the table is equal, but they are not the same. This is the same in a relationship. If everyone brings the same thing, then you are simply just competing with each other. Is that a relationship that you really want to be in? That's why there is that saying that relationships should be between people who complete each other. They don't compete. Don't compromise on your values, your happiness, your peace, and don't settle for less than what you know you deserve. If you take a look into Lori Harvey's dating patterns, she has always dated men who could benefit her in some way, somehow, whether it is resources, status, intelligence, fame, or someone that spoils her and treats her like a queen. And it seems like many people were upset when she broke up with Michael B. Jordan, who wanted to settle down with her, but marriage was just something that wasn't on her mind at the time, which brings us back to not compromising on your values, right? This is something I practice as well. I know that I want to have kids and I want to have a family in the future, so no matter how much I like a guy and how much he spoils me and treats me right, I'm still going to walk away from the situation if he is someone that doesn't want kids. Not everyone has to agree with why you choose to stay in a relationship or not, because at the end of the day, the relationship is yours and the only person involved is you and the person you choose to be with. The most important factor is whether or not the dynamic serves you and aligns with the fact that you are the prize. Don't be afraid to put yourself on a pedestal and walk away from a situation if it is no longer serving you.
Forecast, plenty of sunshine through today. We should reach our normal high. Cloudy and windy today with gusts up to 40 miles. Showers and thunderstorms today with strong southwesterly wind.
A Terry bag. Shop now at CoachOutlet.com.
Dents, scratches, faded paint? Life leaves its marks, but Mako buffs them out. From minor uh-ohs to major makeovers, we've got you covered. For affordable repairs and professional results, better get Mako.
Hey guys, it's Dylan. If you're like me and you like getting paid to give your opinion, then go to beforthright.com. Sign up and Forthright will send you surveys. And you'll get paid instantly. In cash, gift cards, it's really that easy and it's up to you. Don't just take my word for it.
And I like sharing my opinion.
And I love to get paid for my opinions.
A couple clicks of a button, a few minutes, and you're already on.
The sign-up process is so easy. The payment process is easier.
PayPal cash outs are pretty quick.
And it really adds up.
I have used this for everything, from helping with bills to future expenses like traveling and a new apartment, and just a shopping spree.
And I've even used some of my rewards for services like Airbnb or airline tickets.
I plan on buying another video game.
Here's a record, my newest one that I got. This is by far the most rewarding survey platform.
All I have to do is just sit back, get my survey responses. I can take them on my phone.
There you have it. Once again, go to beforthright.com because it pays to be forthright.
When Marjorie and Steve Harvey first met, he was still an up-and-coming comedian. Rather than waiting for him to quote-unquote make it, they both went on to marry different people. And although both of their marriages didn't work out, they chose what was best for them at that time. Steve Harvey told the story of how after his divorce with his first wife, he was at a casino when he received a call from Marjorie. So, of course, because he was still interested in her and never really forgot about her, he asked Marjorie how she and her quote-unquote punk-ass husband was doing. Marjorie responded by telling him that she was divorced and no longer was with him anymore. And Steve, he caught a flight the very next day to go and see her.
Marjorie, we actually dated 25 years ago. But I was becoming homeless, and so we only dated for a year, and I didn't have the money, so I never drove back to see her. The first night I met her was at a comedy club. She walked into the comedy club late on the front row. She was late. She walked in. I'd never seen nobody look like that to me. The first word I said to Marjorie was, "Lady, I don't know who you are." I stopped the show. I said, "I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna marry you one day." That was the very first word I said to her. That was in 1987. When I first met her, we dated till like 89. I was homeless. I got the show on the Apollo in '91. I made some money. It was too late. She had got married. Then I got married. Then I got a divorce in 2005 and was hustling. I was out in Vegas. My bodyguard called one of her girlfriends, been looking for her. Gave me the phone while I was gambling. He said, "Hey, man, I got somebody I want to talk to you." I said, "Man, I'm gambling, man. You know, I went to Vegas just to forget the shit I was going through." He gave me the phone. I said, "Yeah." She said, "Boy, what you want?" And it was Marjorie. And I knew her voice. I said, "Is this Marjorie?" She said, "Yeah." So the first thing I said was, "How your punk ass husband doing?" Because I knew she had got married. She said, "You still crazy." She said, "Boy, I've been divorced for 4 years." Got on a private jet the next day, flew to Memphis, had lunch with her, been with her ever since. Never let her go.
Which comes to show that if it's meant to be, then it will be. They found their way back together and now they have a beautiful marriage. And Steve Harvey, who we all know now is very successful, is now able to better provide for Marjorie and be the man for his family. And he takes a lot of pride in that and has earned the respect of many men and women. Steve Harvey is known for